Okay, we are here live at the BDR World Headquarters. People are starting to tune in. This is a live broadcast, so anything can happen. Hopefully the computer doesn't shut down in the middle of it. Checking in with the control room. How are things looking? Are we looking good? Okay.
It looks like control room wants us to hold the space for a few minutes while we wait for people to tune in. Well, hi, Paul. Nice to have you here in the hot chair with me again.
Yeah, my favorite chair.
I think last time we were doing this, we were giving away the sweepstakes bike, which was the Noren 901.
Yeah, that's right. That was the Husqvarna 901 Noren. That was our last sweepstakes bike, dream bike. Some lucky person won that.
Yeah, and behind us we have another special bike, which is this year's sweepstakes bike. It's called the Cross Continent Special Edition, Ducati DesertX.
Yep, this is the ultimate BDR dream bike. This is a custom design by BDR's James Howard with the flat black, really muted colors, the brown sort of leather-looking seat. And this thing has got every possible upgrade to make it the ultimate ride on a BDR. It's got Touratech suspension, full crash protection, hand guards, a couple different luggage options, custom foot pegs, you name it. This is literally like the best possible built DesertX you can imagine, and it could be yours. So some lucky person is going to win this bike, which is wonderful. And by everybody buying tickets and getting a chance to win this, that raises money to help us fund BDR operations. And we just want you to know that the BDR has always served the riding community. And fortunately for us, the community has always supported the BDR and given back and allowed us to continue to do what we do. And over the last 12 years, with your support, we've been able to create 12 full-length BDR routes and, in recent years, 4 BDRX routes. These are the shorter routes that loop. Also, today is Giving Tuesday, so we're asking you to support the BDR with a donation to the bike sweepstakes. Click the button on the donate page. Click the donate button on the page to win this bike.
Control room, do we have a green light?
Green light.
Okay, well, let's officially get this show started. Greetings, BDR community. We're officially opening our 4th annual BDR Keep It 100 Film Festival. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I'm Ina Thorne, and I'm here with Paul Gillian, and we're broadcasting live from BDR headquarters in Seattle, Washington.
Yeah, there will be a few different parts to our program tonight, but first, to kick things off, for the first time ever, we are featuring a short film from one of our own. This is from one of our board members, Bill Whitaker. Bill's film was actually not shot on a BDR. That'd be too boring for Bill. He's out traveling the world on 2 wheels. He's cut together this really interesting film, and this is about how motorcycle travel really opens your eyes and your mind, exploring the world. So let's see Bill's film.
Adventure is a path. Real adventure, self-determined, self-motivated, often risky, forces you to have first-hand encounters with the world. The world the way it is, not the way you imagine it. Your body will collide with the earth, and you will bear witness. In this way, you will be compelled to grapple with the limitless kindness and bottomless cruelty of humankind. And perhaps realize that you yourself are capable of both. This will change you. Nothing will ever again be black and white.
I'm having first-hand encounters with the world on a motorcycle. There's so much I don't know, but Mark Jenkins is right. The world will never be black and white again for me.
Well, that was a great short film by Bill. As Paul, you mentioned, Bill travels the world and he has just the biggest heart. And he's such a great guy, a huge, huge asset for the BDR organization, for the whole writing community. And I guess while we're on the topic of the BDR board members, I just want to thank our volunteer board members who generously donate their time and resources to the BDR community. We could not do it without obviously the support of our community, but also the hard work that our volunteer board puts in on a daily basis. So as you know, the BDR Film Festival is an opportunity for us to invite you, the BDR community, to submit your 100-second films, the best of which we will be showing you tonight, and you will have a chance to vote on your favorite film for the People's Choice Award.
Yeah, we also have additional films that we'll be showing you tonight. We had so many great submissions this year that we're going to be sharing an additional film delight with you tonight.
And we're also going to share with you some results of our economic impact study, and stick around through the end of the broadcast because we have a special treat for you tonight. It's a teaser for our upcoming Northern California route. So that's what we've got in store for you. As a reminder, we're broadcasting on Giving Tuesday, and if you've enjoyed writing the BDRs and found the resources that we provide helpful, consider supporting us tonight. As you may know, the special edition DesertX sweepstakes is happening right now. This bike build is a tribute to the upcoming Northern California route that will connect Mexico to Canada on the BDRs, a huge accomplishment for our organization. So this bike is a testament to this accomplishment, and we'll be drawing the winner of this impressive bike in less than 38 days on January 5th. So huge incentive for you tonight. Well, I guess not very huge, but we do have an incentive.
There is an incentive. Speaking of incentives, we've got a big incentive for you to donate tonight. If you donate $100 or more to the sweepstakes, you will receive a commemorative T-shirt. And to thank those who have already donated $100 in the last 7 days, we will honor this promotion for you as well, and you will get the commemorative T-shirt. So we're going to be emailing anybody who's already made the donation to get the shirt. And if you haven't yet, click the button, donate $100 to the BDR, get the shirt, and most importantly, get a chance to win this bike. Okay, filmmaking has played a significant role in shaping the narrative of the BDR since the very beginning. It's a powerful tool that showcases picturesque landscapes that we traverse, also interesting people and characters and locations that we encounter when we're out riding BDR. But more importantly, it motivates riders to chart their own BDR journeys. It motivates people to buy motorcycles and to get out there and ride BDR. And this film festival is an opportunity for you to share your films with this whole BDR community. We've received numerous outstanding submissions, and after careful consideration, we've selected a dozen films that really capture the essence of the BDR experience.
So we have media partners, ADVMoto magazine, Upshift Online, and ADVPulse, and our longtime filmmaker, Sterling Noren. So they have, for the last 4 years, served as the judging panel for the films. They have reviewed all the submissions and chose the winning film, which we will play for you later tonight. Right now, though, we want you, the community, to make a selection for the People's Choice Award. So we will show you 4 films that were at the top of the judges' lists. And after watching the films, you can vote on your favorite one by going to ridebdr.com/100. You're probably already on that page, and you can simply like your favorite film. Remember, you can only vote for 1 out of the 4 films. And the film with the most likes will win the People's Choice Award. And we will be closing the voting at 6 p.m. sharp Pacific.
That's right. So now, without further ado, we'd like to introduce our very first film. This is by Matthew Coates, and it is shot on the beautiful Colorado Backcountry Discovery Route. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one that comes away from BDRs with bumps and bruises. Man, it looked like that was shot in the fall. It was really beautiful. It reminds me how much I loved the Colorado route.
Yeah. I like how he creatively placed the graphics in the landscape. I don't think we've seen that done before. So nice job, Matthew.
That was very cool.
Yeah. So now we're introducing our second film, and this one is by Karsten van Anderveld. He's a returning finalist. I think I remember trying to pronounce his name last year. This one was shot on the Oregon BDR. Let's take a look.
When the Oregon BDR was released this year, I couldn't wait to get out and ride it. This is my home, and I knew the importance of being prepared for variable weather, challenging terrain, and to expect the unexpected. Oregon has some of the best backcountry riding in the world, which will make you work for it. So bring some friends, a good attitude, and a sense of adventure. And do not, under any circumstances, trust the mud. Yeah, that way. Oregon's a beautiful state. There's no better way to experience it than on the BDR. There's an old saying that says there's no place like home, and Oregon is no exception. So grab some friends, get out there, and have some fun.
Well, neither of us have ridden the Oregon BDR, but it is a very technical route. Especially this season, there were some hard, challenging conditions on the roads. What I like about this film is it just has an upbeat message. I think in the last film, last year, his message was also just fun, upbeat, great variety of scenery, nice riding shots, really well done.
Yep, I really liked the opening sequence. It was really well shot. I loved seeing the volcanoes in the distance, and I think I also appreciated the riding tip about don't trust desert mud.
You'll like that one.
My kind of guy. Okay, so I want to introduce the next film. This is by Jack Weinert. This was shot on the Utah BDR. That was the second route that we created way back in the day. It's always wonderful seeing that route. Let's take it away with Jack Weinert's film.
In a car, you're always in a compartment, and because you're used to it, you don't realize that through that car window, everything you see is just more TV. You're a passive observer, and it's all moving by you, boringly, in a frame. On a motorcycle, the frame is gone. You're completely in contact with it all. You're in the scene, not just watching it anymore, and the sense of presence is overwhelming. I rode the Utah BDR solo in September of 2023. The Utah BDR is a south to north route, divided into 6 sections, covering 871 miles of untouched wilderness. It's a free GPS track designed for adventure that guides you through all types of terrain, including slippery mud and clay, creeks and rivers, deep sand, and rocky slabs. Is the Utah BDR hard? Not if you have the right attitudes. It's having the right attitudes that's hard. When you have the right attitudes, the breakdowns, crashes, and sleepless nights quickly fade away. It's only then do you really start riding. And on the Utah BDR, the riding is truly second to none.
Well, that was a nice film by Jack. I agree with his statement that riding a motorcycle literally puts you in touch with the environment. You feel every single mile that you traverse. And the footage looks really nice and crisp. Jack, we were kind of debating what cameras you were using to capture this footage. So if you're watching, maybe put in the chat what cameras were used in filming this.
Yeah, we really enjoyed the helmet cam footage on that. So I think he really captured what's different about exploring on two wheels, not being in a car. You can smell the difference when you go up in elevation. The pine trees just smell different. You can feel the difference in the terrain under those tires, from sand to hardpack, embedded rocks. It's really much more of a sensory experience, I think, than riding in a car. And I think he really captured it well. I'm glad he made it to the end. We don't recommend riding BDR by yourself. Riding a BDR with your friends is way more fun, so that's the way you should do it. But it was a really good film.
Well, and we have our fourth finalist for the People's Choice Award, and this one is by Angelo Gianni, and it was shot on the Mid-Atlantic BDR and the Northeast BDR. He put on some miles to make this film. Let's take a look.
They say that the older you get, the faster time seems to fly by. Well, I reckon that's true. And it's up to each one of us to figure out how to slow it all down. I've got an idea. Why don't you pull whatever bike you have out of the garage, point it towards your nearest BDR, and get gone. Get out there while you still have the chance. Now, I know you've got bills to pay and people to please, but you only get one of these here lives. You only get one. And I'll tell you what, you don't need speed, you don't need horsepower, and you sure don't need testosterone. It ain't about that. It's about getting out there where nobody else is. It's about seeing this beautiful country of ours. It's about spending some much-needed time inside your own helmet. Now, I know you could do it next year, or maybe the year after, but you don't know when that monster that's been after you your whole life is gonna catch up. So it ain't none of my business, but if it were, I might just recommend do it all now.
I have one thing to say about that film. Get gone. That was awesome. I loved his voice, his narrative. Like how he just really broke it down. What's really important. I think he captured it in ways I never could. Really well done. I also love that he did it on a Honda Trail 125cc motorcycle. When we were practicing earlier, we had to Google it to see how many horsepower that has. That baby's got 8. 8 horsepower, single-digit horsepower. Last time I rode a BDR with Ina, we were on Northern California. I was on a BMW R1250 GS with 125 horsepower. This guy did it in 8, and I think he had just as much fun as I did. So congratulations. Really nice film.
Yeah, we always say that BDRs can be done on any budget and any bike, and man, he really proved it. Nice work there. Really great film.
I would love to know his budget.
Well, now that we've seen all 4 films, go to ridebdr.com/100 and vote for your favorite film by liking it. You only get 1 vote, and the voting will end at 6 p.m. sharp. How many minutes we have?
I don't know.
20 minutes?
I don't really have a watch. I'm just pretending.
And while you're on that page, click the red donate button. You can help tonight's fundraising drive and increase your chances of winning the stunning bike. If you purchase $100 or more of sweepstakes tickets, you will receive a limited edition commemorative film festival t-shirt as our thanks for your participation tonight.
Okay, next up, the winner of the 2023 BDR Film Festival. This is a film by Jack Snyder, shot on the sleepy Idaho BDR.
Go, Jack.
There is this extraordinarily unpredictable beauty to backcountry riding. And I think that's what I love so much about BDR, is that they give you a ticket to experience that. In our own personal lives, I think that we're able to exact a certain degree of control over the outcome of our own destinies. But backcountry riding involves venturing into the unknown, and you have to relinquish this idea that you're in control of the natural world around you. Riding a BDR comes with perspective-altering experiences of extreme beauty and challenges along the way. For sunshine or for rain, riding one will likely be an experience that you will never forget. This year I rode the Idaho BDR, and during my time on that route, the weather seemed to be a humbling adversary. With lightning and rain in the south and smoke and fire in the north, it was a tough route to navigate. But behind each challenge was a life lesson and an accomplishment that I can carry with me for the rest of my life. After spending 14 days exploring the backcountry and living off of MREs and fighting off mosquitoes, I've since come home to my normal life. And I miss the unpredictable nature of my day-to-day experiences. I miss the wanderlust freedom that I got from being out there. And I'm already in the process of planning my next route. There's a whole world that begins where the pavement ends, and BDR has given us the maps to go and see it.
Man, what a film that was. I think his drone skills were really impressive. Got a very cinematic feel to it. The colors were vibrant. I think maybe he should send his resume in. We might have a use for him.
Yeah, should we interview him for a BDR job?
Yeah, maybe BDRX. We can work his way up. But no, seriously, really good.
Yeah,
that was fantastic.
Outstanding film by Jack Snyder. Great footage, great commentary. I can see why he got the highest score from our judging panel. And he will be rewarded for his work with the generous prize from our sponsors. Jack will receive a $1,000 voucher to buy some Revit gear, a BDR Gold Supporter package, a Touratech Aventura Carbon 2 helmet, which is the official helmet of the BDR, the Sena 50R comm system, set of double take mirrors, a complete set of BDR bottle maps. Oh my God, this is an amazing package. Nice work, Jack. Congratulations.
Okay, as is our tradition, we've got a short acceptance video from Jack Snyder, the winner. Let's take a look and hear from the winner.
Hey, how's it going, BDR team? Thank you so much for the chance to participate in this year's festival. I had so much fun with the creative design process, and not to mention, I rode this route from start to finish with my dad, so, being able to share those memories and experiences with him, that's really, really priceless to me. I want to give you guys a huge shout out as well. I know that there is so much that goes on behind the scenes with route development and working with the community. So thank you guys for that. And I want to give a huge shout out to the motorcycle community as a whole. There were plenty of moments on this route where, I had other riders come to my aid, and I want them to feel recognized as well, because I don't know if it would have been possible without their help. So thank you guys so much. This was really, really incredible.
All right, now let's transition to the next part of our evening, featuring a selection of slightly longer short films. But first up, we want to share with you something special. These are the results of our recent economic impact study. As we've seen in the films tonight, BDR gets riders out enjoying public lands and going all these places they normally wouldn't. So that's the first part of our mission, is to get you out
Backcountry Discovery Routes, our mission is
in the backcountry. The second part of our mission is to create a positive economic impact in these small, underserved rural communities that have lost industry from mining and timber. Now, the reason this is important, it comes down to riding access. By having local stakeholders that care as much as you and I do about keeping these riding areas open, they will fight for it. They will keep these roads open, which allows us to all ride BDR. So it's really a win-win situation.
Yeah, and as you will see, BDR riders have contributed over $60 million to local economies. That's, of course, not as much as Taylor Swift's Eras Tour has contributed to state economies, but still a huge, significant amount, $60 million to local stakeholders.
It's a huge number.
Yeah, let's roll our economic study video.
At Backcountry Discovery Routes, our mission is to create and preserve adventure motorcycle riding opportunities, promote safe and respectful travel in the backcountry, and bring economic benefits to rural communities along the way. To see if we are delivering on our mission, back in 2017, we commissioned a study on the financial impact that BDR riders were making in the small communities on our first 7 routes, as well as the buying behaviors of these riders when preparing for and riding a BDR. The results were impressive. The study found that BDR riders spent over $17 million in local communities on food, lodging, fuel, and more. Riders also spent an additional $10 million plus on motorcycle parts, service, and accessories. Fast forward 6 years and 6 additional routes, we partnered with the University of Wyoming in 2022 to gauge just how well BDR is continuing to fulfill on the mission. A survey was sent to all BDR email subscribers and nearly 5,000 participated. And the results were even more gratifying. In 2022, the total economic impact for all routes was $60 million, clearly demonstrating the upward trajectory of BDR's economic impact. In addition, BDR continues to grow the sport by helping to increase motorcycle sales. The study found that BDR riders generated $9.6 million in bike sales in 2022, a 52% increase over 2017. As the data shows, BDR riders support the local communities we visit in a big way. As this emerging form of recreation continues to grow, BDR riders may pass through your state, helping to boost the local economy for businesses and residents, while helping to preserve your public lands. Big thanks to BDR riders and the local communities for welcoming our riders in this collaborative effort. Let's keep the momentum going. To read the full report, visit ridebdr.com/economic study 2023.
Well, a quick shout out to Michael Bilicki, our routes manager, who also wears a lot of hats in the BDR family. He also assists Sterling on filming expeditions. He's a great editor as well. So, Michael, if you're watching, thank you for putting this short film together on a short notice.
Yeah.
You did a great job. Thanks so much. So for the next segment, we put together 6 films that didn't make it to the finals, but we really want to share them with you. Each year we get more quality films, and we can see everyday individuals documenting their journeys and sharing their unique BDR experiences with us. When choosing the films, we look for exceptional storytelling and films that weave a personal narrative and have a compelling commentary. So we've put together a montage of 6 runner-up films that tell diverse stories of adventure and showcase the heart of the BDR community. Let's take a look.
My name is Davide. I'm from Rome. I take this beast anywhere, so I go places where mostly people don't. You go out there in the middle of nothing and you just go with the flow. I'm riding and I feel like I'm free. It's more than fun. It's an extreme sport that put myself in a different state of mind. I don't think about time. I think about the moment of riding, which is beautiful. In an adventure world, it's not just adrenaline rush. It's a long shot. And you put yourself in a lot of situations, and it's beautiful because riding in the middle of nowhere, just you with a motorcycle, it's powerful, and you kind of get connected with nature. It's just a blast, you know. Everything kind of stops.
I doing? Dude. What about dismounts? Nice.
What if you smeared it with some shampoo?
Oh, so good. Okay, hold on. Just a sec. Whoa, head. Yeah, and the head even. Go. Right.
Luxury accommodations.
No. Not that far.
There you go. We brought a little Moab home.
For as long as I can remember, I've had this dream to throw a bag on the back of my bike, and that destination wouldn't matter. Just the journey. I feel truly lucky to have caring people in my life that have encouraged me to chase this dream. And I know I didn't want a highway trip just to see what everyone else does. I suppose I did some of that in my 2,800 miles. But the BDR sections were the true part of the adventure. What I found was unmistakable beauty.
Wow.
Riding that tested my limits, skills, and endurance.
It is literally just skating sideways.
Ultimately, the weather and the conditions in South Dakota caused me to cut the trip short.
The temperature says it's 2 degrees. I'd say it feels like it.
BDR won this round, but I can't wait to be back.
What is adventure? A grand journey to a far-off land? A hike down a trail you've never hiked before? Or is it exploring parts of a city you have yet to explore? I say it can be any of these things. To me, the meaning of the word adventure is to do something that excites your spirit, rejuvenates your soul, and challenges you in ways you haven't been challenged yet. It's a thing that awakens the curious little kid in all of us. It makes us giddy with anticipation of what's coming next. It's the thing we all need when life becomes boring and predictable, and the world will be a much better place with lots more of it. So whether it's a walk around town, riding a BDR with your buddies, or summiting Kilimanjaro, adventure can be found just about anywhere, and anyone can be an adventurer. Climb that goddamn mountain.
The call of the trail can always be heard. quietly in the background. Patiently persistent. Like an old familiar friend. Just waiting to reconnect you to yourself. The trail is always calling, season after season, eager to challenge you if you're up for it, willing to take you in when your mind needs rest, connecting you to nature when you need it most. Ready to feed your soul when it needs nourished. The trail reminds us what it feels like to be alive. The call of the trail can always be heard. It's up to you to listen.
I will never ride Section 5 again. Ever. I will never go back there.
No. I won't.
Woo!
Motherfucker.
We didn't film much of it because it was hard.
It was hard.
And we were struggling. We were like in the middle of nowhere, stuck in sand. Our bikes were fucking up. We were almost out of water. Had no idea how much more sand there was.
So ridiculous. Yeah, we didn't know how much further the route went. We were out of water. What the f***'s the black sand everywhere?
Yeah, what is the black sand?
Oh man, I really enjoyed a couple of those features. I think we've all sat there in the chair at the end of the day and said, nope, I'm not going back to do that section ever again. I think he had his rear end handed to him in that section, and I can relate. That's happened to me a time or two. Want to throw a shout out to Slow Eddie. This is the third year we got a film from Slow Eddie. Thank you so much for contributing. It means a lot to us. And the control room tells me that he is also a lifetime member of the BDR, so a big... Two times, so big supporter of the BDR with his wallet, but also by sharing his films with us. So it was an honor to be able to have that part of the program tonight. Ina, what'd you think?
I'm glad his kitty cat made it into the film again.
Of course you are.
And he's in the chat.
Hey.
Hi, Eddie.
Awesome.
Yeah, great films. I'm so glad that we were able to include the selection of 6 additional films. And just to be clear, the BDR team does not select the finalists. We narrow down the field of entries and send them to our judges, and they pick the winners. So that's how it goes.
Just do a little bit of filtering, that's all. Okay, so we're running ahead of schedule tonight, so now is your last opportunity to get in there and vote for your favorite film for the Community Choice Award. The voting is going to wrap up in just a few minutes, so please help us pick the Community Choice winner. Go in there and pick your favorite film.
And next, we're delighted once again to showcase a film by our friends at Pudge Films.
So, after we got done with the first film and got some good feedback on it. So people have been asking, like, what are you going to do with the next one? Are you going to step up your production game a little bit? And we talked about it, and we'd like to do some overhead shots and above, but, you know, we thought about it. Forget that, man. We don't need a freaking drone. In fact, if John brings the drone around for the next... God damn it. Rich, wake up. Yeah. You all right? I had this dream. That dude from Tour Attack became an ordained minister, and he married me to Ina Thorne in a gas station parking lot in Damascus, Virginia.
Well, you filled up before you left, didn't you?
I don't want gas on my honeymoon. We are at the tail end of Section 6 for the MABDR, up in the mountains where we've been almost all day.
And this happens to be one of the most over-photographed spots on the MABDR. Based on that, we've decided not to shoot video here of us driving past or take, you know, the customary stills. Dumbasses.
Oh, I bet that's the expert section.
Oh, hell no. No argument from me.
Alright, ready? Let's see how busted up my kidneys get going down this thing.
This Poe Patty thing's fun. I mean, it's not nearly as difficult as it appears.
Idiots!
Attention, the BDR seminar will begin promptly at 1 p.m.
Richie, we've equipped you with a special missile guidance system in case you come across any obstruction in the trail.
So, I don't need to bring my camp saw along anymore.
Never again. You just turn the Wonder Wheel to position 4, press enter, and the missiles shoot directly out of the headlight and obliterate anything ahead of it before you can even take a selfie.
Awesome! What else do I get?
Greedy, Richie. Really greedy.
Relieve that itch with BDR Bond Body Powder with triple action relief.
Attention, does anyone know if Jocelyn Snow will be attending the rally? I sure hope so.
JP, what? Is that Jocelyn Snow?
I don't know. I can't tell from here.
I'm gonna go find out. Ding dong. Hey, you're not Jocelyn Snow. Ow! Rich, what the hell? Jocelyn Snow would have never done that to me. Hey, so came out today to demo the new Harley ADV bike, and I tell you what I really think about it. Ow! Please don't tell Ina Thorne what just happened. Please.
Today's program is sponsored by the long-lasting protection of Buzz-Off Drone Spray.
Huh. How do you set the clock on this thing?
Hey, wasn't it great to see Tim James of the BDR again?
Yeah. Oh, I think I got it. I wonder why it was off in the first place.
Hey, be careful you don't set off the... missile.
Uh-oh.
Rich, I got 2 words for you. Run.
BDR, you are the one. The best freaking nonprofit under the sun. Riders flock to you by cycle and by trailers too, to ride. BDR, BDR, you are a blast. Your tracks make my heart beat ever so fast. No roaring traffic's boom, just the silence of my hotel room or campfire. BDR, BDR has a shit ton of tracks. The alts are so tricky, it's breaking my back. When the sun shines bright above, wear your helmet and your fancy gloves when you ride.
I just had a dream that I had a GS and the girls like me again. I just had a nightmare. I was on the wrong BDR and I had to call Tim James to come rescue me. You think Enid Thorne will see this video?
Well,
God.
That was hilarious as always from our friends John and Richie. It's nice to see some familiar BDR faces in there. Guys, never stop making BDR movies. We count on you. We need this every year.
It is so funny. I had the whole control room laughing until we were crying watching that. These guys, it's just more laughs per minute than I think any other film. I'm jealous of their special effects. I don't know how we can get them to do some of those for our films, but they never disappoint. Amazing guys, and we've met them at some of our fundraisers and spent time with the guys, and they're just such class acts, and it's a special treat to have their films as a part of our premieres. Keep up the good work. We love you guys.
Yeah. Well, as a nonprofit, our fundraising efforts are essential, and we want to share with you why supporting BDR is crucial. Your contributions enable us to research, create, and maintain all BDR routes with a dedicated staff and online resources, enhance rider safety through our programs like Ride Right and Yield to Animals, and advocate for responsible riding practices through our Ride Respectfully program. So your support is not just an investment in our organization, it's an investment in the very essence of the BDR riding community and the spirit of adventure riding.
Yep. Your contribution also helps make it possible for our organization to manage the website with the free GPS tracks, all of the planning resources, the points of interest, the lodging, the restaurant listings. All of this makes it easy for you to go out and ride BDR. And right now we're putting our finishing touches on the 13th BDR route, the Northern California BDR, which will be launching in February of 2024, so just a few months away. Also, we have in the works the Southeast BDR. We've got something in Montana. We've also got BDR-X's. We've got something in Chattahoochee, Georgia, Big Bend, Texas, the Ozarks, and the Driftless region, wherever that is.
It's in the Midwest.
Somewhere in the beautiful Midwest. So it's about time BDR gets out to the Midwest. So to support our efforts, click on the donate button on the festival page. Purchase your bike sweepstake tickets to win this DesertX, and you'll get a commemorative T-shirt as well, as long as you buy those tickets before noon tomorrow.
Yep. And I think, are we ready to reveal our People's Choice winner?
Yay.
Yeah. Okay, so now is the time for us to reveal the People's Choice winner, and the film with the most votes by the BDR community is the film by Angelo Gianni.
Oh, man.
Congratulations.
Yeah, Angelo. Woo! I'm so glad. That was my favorite by far. I really loved that one.
So Angelo won a Revit voucher for $1,000, BDR Gold Supporter Package, TourTech Aventura 2 helmet, Sena 50R comm system, set of double-take mirrors, and a complete set of BDR maps.
Angelo, get gone. So 3 other filmmakers featured tonight will take home our Community Choice Runner-Up prize package. So they have each won the WLF Enduro Pack Vest that Michael Bilecki has made famous wearing in our films, a $100 gift card to Moto Camp Nerd, because who can't use a little bit of camping gear when you're riding BDR, a set of double take mirrors, a complete set of all of the BDR maps in existence, and the Cruise Tools toolkit of your choice to match the type of bike that you ride.
So we're heading towards the end of our broadcast. I want to make an announcement that we have another annual tradition coming up next week, and that is our holiday auction. We've got some exciting ADV experiences, products, packages for you to bid on just in time for the holiday season. So whether you're an avid adventure rider or seeking a perfect gift for your loved one, our auction has something special for everyone. So be on the lookout for an email next week announcing the auction.
And I happen to be looking for the perfect gift for myself. So don't be shy to buy yourself your very own Christmas gift on the BDR holiday auction. Also, remember for your holiday shopping that the BDR has a store now with fabulous BDR merchandise. There's wearables, really cool pint glasses, you name it. So go to ridebdr.com and /store and do some shopping there as well. Okay, the control room is just waving their arms furiously in the air, waving around like they just don't care, because they want to show you a film that was not in the plan tonight. This is a film that they love so much that they just couldn't bear to part ways with you tonight without showing it. It's a little bit different. This is by someone by the name of Sonopeth Sombat. So let's, oh wait, Derek, why are we showing this? What's special about it?
Yeah, this just really encompasses the spirit of the film festival. So there's a lot of great things about this. I think it speaks for itself. Let's just take a
Okay, so this captures the essence of the film festival. It's a little bit different, and Derek's going to play it right now.
I am hooked on the BDR routes. 2023 is my second year. I decided to take on some new riders, introduce them to the MA BDR. They loved it. I love watching them splash in the waters. Had an opportunity to go out west with a BDR friend on his 1983 Nighthawk. We went to the Red Desert. We did Wyoming BDR Section 1. The views over there is epic. 360 views everywhere. Did I mention I love water crossing, creek crossing, puddle crossing.
Nice and slow. Too slow.
Part of the adventure is falling, and the trick is to get back up and continue your adventure. Can't wait till 2024.
Well, I am super glad we squeezed that in, because I found someone who likes water crossings just as much as I do. That was really amazing. And I want to throw a shout out to that filmmaker to say, next time I want to see a whole entire film just about that Honda.
Yeah, that was a great film. I'm glad we included it. Control Room, you have great taste in films. Some things that stand out to me is he's got people from all different backgrounds. There's men and women. They all ride different bikes, including a Harley Cruiser, I think, was in there.
The Honda Nighthawk, was that?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Honda Nighthawk.
Okay,
yeah. It is a cruiser.
So, yeah, and it just encompasses what BDRs are all about, bringing people together, having fun in the backcountry, outstanding contribution to the film festival here.
And getting super muddy.
Well, we're wrapping up our presentation, and we will end with an exclusive sneak peek of the Northern California BDR. The route comes out in February of 2024. Just want to do big thanks to our industry partners who supported this project. Special thanks to our 2 OEM sponsors, BMW Motorrad and Zero Motorcycles, and presenting sponsors Edelweiss Bike Travel and Outback Motortech.
Yeah, and guys, you are going to love Northern California. This ended up being one of my all-time favorites. Ina and I got to ride in the filming project earlier this year, and every mile of this route is enjoyable. The advanced sections, if you're brave enough, those things pushed me to my limit in the best possible way. It was a wonderful experience. So riders can expect to explore these really high mountain peaks in the high Sierras. You can get your motorcycle up to places you never imagined possible. There's historic mining towns, these little ski towns, and just this magical 2-track that will just blow your minds.
Yeah, big thanks to Ron West, our board member, and Trevor Morton, one of our ambassadors, for creating this route. It took them over 5 years.
Yep.
You will see that story in the upcoming film. I really enjoyed this route. I loved riding the Zero DSRX.
I noticed.
That was a cool bike, electric bike on the BDR first time. I think this route will be a hit with the community. It really has everything, a lot for everyone. Well, this teaser that you will see will complete our presentation for tonight. We look forward to continuing to create more BDR routes for you to ride for years to come. Enjoy the sneak peek of the Northern California BDR. Thank you for all of your support. And
thank you for being a part of the BDR community. We love you guys and appreciate you spending your evening with us.
Yeah, thank you so much, and good night.